Hi, Gravel Bike California, back out here in the boo. So Sam asked me to join him for the bike portion of the virtual Malibu Triathlon, which he's doing for the Fox 11 team. So I thought, why not turn this into some type of gravel bike challenge? So today, we're gonna race 4 segments. The first is a 17-mile flat section. Then 5 miles on Ensignal, which is a climb. 1 mile of dirt on Backbone. And then a descent. We'll add up all the times and we'll see who's better. To make it interesting, I decided to bring my steel gravel bike. Yes, it's my commuter. You might have seen it on the Gravel Kids Adventure on GCN. It weighs about 26 pounds. So since we're doing about 30 miles and maybe only 1 mile of dirt, I decided to put 28s on there. Now, I know the odds are against me, but I might have a few tricks up my sleeve. People who cheat don't whisper much. We warmed up for a couple of miles until it was game on at the Knapp Farm sign, where I figured Sam would be catching me soon after the head start I was given. All right, my first big challenge, this hill. Inclines haven't made any friends with this bike, but somehow, looking back, the distance between us had expanded, but I was still worried about what's ahead. I hope on this part I can stay within a minute or two of Sam, because I know on the next climb, this bike's not going to beat him with all of its weight. While passing others helped raise some confidence, I realized I had another problem in line. Oh shoot. Just realized I'm faster because I forgot my water bottles. Crap. Still, I was able to keep it up thanks to the cool coastal temps. All right, halfway point at 21:07, 8.5 miles. I like that time. At this point, we were supposed to turn around, but Team Triathlon continued on, which I tried chasing down to figure things out. Should have tightened up the rules a little bit. We were supposed to do 8.5 miles, stop our clocks, go back. They just kept on going. As you can tell, I don't know where. Of course they came up right behind me after making a U-turn into the headwinds of Oxnard, meaning it was time to get back. Hey, I know what happened. They went to the really windy part, which only makes sense if you're trying not to make sense. Since this was a timing event, there should have been no need to catch them. But I was making good progress with this stupid idea. Within striking range. Beep beep. Passing felt good, but I did start to feel things slipping. After a half hour, I'm almost at 24 miles an hour. I will take that. Maybe all this talking kept me going, but eventually my camera had enough and shut down right before I finished off my segment. So there we have it. 17 miles, 43 minutes, 49 seconds. I think I'm about 5 miles away from the water. Oh.
Gave it my all. Little headwind on the way back. Could have done without that, but otherwise a good day. Shaved almost 5 minutes off last year's time.
How do you think the rest of the day is going to go? You're starting with the deficit here.
I'm already dying right now, already low on water. So, I don't know how it's going to go. I got like 2 hours of sleep. My first gravel bike California ride though on road bikes.
All right, so far so good. Just stage one. I think I'm up 51 seconds. I think it's 43.49 for me. I think he did it 44.40. 51 second advantage sounds like a lot. The Ensignal is about a 5-mile climb. Today, with this weighty bike, if I can do a half hour, Sam looks a little beat too. So I think that'll definitely keep me in range. I started off trying to use as much momentum as possible off of PCH, but that didn't last long. 20 seconds in, I'm already hurting. This bike gets exponentially tougher every percent of grade. Falling into some sort of tempo caused some early separation, which had me confused. Oh, my legs. Maybe Sam had a strategy. Save himself. About halfway up, the weight and earlier effort was starting to weigh on me. Vic is showing off here. He's having an easy time. I'm really starting to reconsider no carbon fork, heavy wheels, all this silly camera equipment. Still, I was somehow making progress. We're about a mile to the top. My last look around, I did not see Sam. I mean, this challenge, sure, he was all about the Malibu Tri, but this is so important. He's carrying the hopes of an entire generation to get beaten down by these sloppy older guys on heavy bikes. I crossed the line minutes behind my PR, but happy under the conditions with a lead. Meanwhile, Molasses Lightning finally made his way up eons later. I mean, I kind of stopped the clock. I think I had, what, about 5 minutes? Yeah. I think I've got about a 6-minute lead. I mean, I think you can beat me on the dirt if I get a flat. Well, phase 2, I've won. I'll tell you, after winning that Zwift race, everything is just easy for me now. Yeah, I mean, I can still sign up for the Vuelta or something, right?
Something.
While we could have done a longer dirt segment on Backbone, as seen in our Ensignal to Circle X video, the first mile would be long enough to keep my dominance on display. Thanks. All right. So, Sam has a 45-second lead on me here. Yeah. All right. This on 28s, it's a little slippery. I was hoping it's just less slippery for me. Once again, it didn't take long for the race dynamics to play out. Oh, look at that. I see Vic. Ah, right in front of me. Catching him, there wasn't much to accomplish anymore on 2 wheels. So I had to pass the time trash talking. Sam, now I know what Wood Van Aert feels like. What can't I do? It's very clear now that Sam boarded the excuse train a long time ago and refused ever to get off. You're kind of like Tom Hanks trapped in that airport of excuses. Adding salt to the wounds, simply staying on course was even a challenge today. To the right, you guys gonna lose time if you're not staying off the course. It's to the right here. Oh yes! I'm pulling away. These guys don't know the importance of reading maps. What's wrong with this generation? Everyone knows how to read maps. Oh, oh no. Howdy. Okay, thank you. Once again, I prevailed. I had a 45-second lead.
No, I got you at the end.
You had a 45-second lead in front of me.
Yeah, but I made a wrong turn and you had the advantage.
Oh, I'm sorry. When did you get the excuse card? So, we're heading to the last part. This is Mulholland. This is the part that I was really looking forward to on dominating. The one good thing about this bike is it does really good on downhills. Now, I'm not going to say where, but I have a coveted KOM somewhere in the Hollywood area on downhill that no one's been able to beat. And I can't tell anybody where it is because they'd have to kill themselves to beat it. It's that tough.
It's Lake Hollywood.
Why do we care? We're not in Hollywood.
Anyways,
It's Lake Hollywood.
we're going to see how I do against this so-called carbon race bike. And we already know how good your downhill skills are. The last segment is almost 6 miles, which is long enough to make up 6 minutes if it wasn't mostly downhill. We just enjoyed the ride, with its fun bends and G-force searing speeds, without pass-through traffic allowed on these final few miles of Mulholland Highway. Once again, we're waiting for Sam. I'll let Vic give a little review of that section.
Boatman on heavy steel bikes against a kid on a carbon wonder bike. Luckily, the road is fast and smooth, and we have motors. Not motors, but motors.
Be careful, tread lightly.
No motor here. And man, roller coaster. It was like Magic Mountain on bikes.
Okay, we've been on for about a minute. Still no Sam.
Listen.
All right. So he thinks it was a football game today. Sam finally rolled in, and I give him credit for not faking a flat tire coming down. What positives can you take out today? Because I don't want to linger on the negative this whole ride.
I showed up like only 10 minutes late. Like 7 times.
That actually is huge. Yeah. I don't know what I really proved here today. Is it the steel bikes are pretty damn good? Is it just my utter dominance? Is it just other people's lack of being able to perform? I don't know. We promised to return to dirt, so please subscribe. I don't want to show more. I don't know if you're even going to be able to make it back to the car. And we'll have more videos about the state of dirt. Take care. Hey, get out of the picture.
I was first on the Ojai. If anyone watches the Ojai ride,
Uh-huh.
you know, the steep, the scissor descent, I was the first on it.
No, you're the last.
No. If you watch the video in reverse.